Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl T back with another quick video, y'all. So in today's video, but before we get into today's video, if you're new here, thank you for stopping by my channel. Please consider liking the video, sharing out the video, leaving me a comment because I do answer every single one of them and I do enjoy responding back to you all. If you are not new here, welcome back, fam. Welcome back, family. All right, y'all. Y'all already know what to do, family. Like the video, share the video, leave me a comment. Boom. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into today's video. Today's video, we are going to be playing with one of our X tools, the X tool S1 specifically. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to share my screen with you guys, and I'm going to show you. We're already cutting. So I'm going to what's the word I'm looking for? I'm going to go record some of that part on my phone. So this is what we are doing. So this, as many of you know, this is the logo that is on my shirts that we made for my company. And we have approximately 15 minutes and 56 seconds for this to cut. Now, I will go ahead and tell you the most important part with framing. So see how I see all these red lines in there? That may cause me some mayhem, right? I needed to move these in just a little bit closer together, but I think for the most part we'll be fine. Now, I did do a trial run on these, and I'm going to get into it and explain to you between the two differences of the types of leatherette or leatherette faux leather pieces that we are using, okay? So this is what I like about X-Tool. It does tell you like how much time you have left, how much estimated time it's going to take, right? All right, so let me go ahead. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. I'm going to come back to you guys, and I'm going to show you the difference. So here is where I did my trial run out of. Now, this material is just like any other material, guys. You don't want to start here because you're wasting all of this around here. Make sure you kind of start up near your corner. But the point that I want to make about this is this did come from Amazon, right? It's really, really thick. This is what the pillable part looks like. And then it has an adhesive up under this little pillable part. Now, I'll show you what that looks like in a minute. This also is this is real leather right here. This is real leather, or at least that's what it said, right? It's much thinner, and it has a clear adhesive backing on it, which is what I'm cutting on now. Let's see if I can get a piece of this to pull up. I'm thinking I might like this one better, but I don't know. We'll find out. We're testing this piece together. So, I'll have to figure out how to get this little piece up because I can see it. But as you can tell, it's much thinner, right? Much thinner than this thick stuff right here. So those are the differences. However, I used, so this right here, I'm trying to figure out what I did with it, y'all. I had a leatherette. Have no idea what I did with it, but this one right here, is this the one I cleaned? No, this is the one I cleaned up so we can see it a little bit better. So this is the actual leatherette, a 3x2 leatherette that came from Amazon. It was in a square. I cut this shape out. It has that same backing. It's still kind of thick, but it still has that. You're supposed to heat this up onto your garment. So I used painter's tape to take the darkness or charred look out that you see here. That's not a clear one. This is a bigger one, and you can see how dark it is compared to this one. So this one I've cleaned up with painter's tape and alcohol. This one I have not, so you can see all the darkness in it. And again, this is the the leatherette patch that you can, get a pack of from Amazon, 3x2. I cut my shape out of it. And then this one is that first original thick one. And we are now testing the other one. So I'm going to pause here. I'm going to go get some footage on my cell phone so that I can insert when I edit this video. Yes, y'all, your girl is trying to get her editing in this year. Okay. All right. So we'll be back. All right, guys. So if you last remember, I was showing you guys the comparison between how the same material and the same thinness is on a leatherette sheet versus the patch. The only difference is this comes in like a 12x24. You could fill up as many as you could or wanted to on here and then cut it out. What I'm going to do is just cut around the excess and save the rest because I still can get product out of that, right? All right. So now what we're going to do is I am going to, and this part is going to be really hard for me to do. Not sure what's going on here, but let me close that out because I don't need any shenanigans from YouTube. So let's move this part up. And now my actual overhead camera, let me pause and hook it up to this computer for just a second. Okay, guys, so for whatever reason, my overhead camera, my laptop that I'm on, I think it is having some serious issues right about now. So I'm just going to walk you through this process. So all I did was I took a piece of painter's tape and I rubbed it over. And as you can see, you see that charring. So I'm just taking whatever charring out I can. And then I'll show y'all what that looks like once we're done cleaning it up. And you want to get all of that charring out, okay? As much of it as you can before you spray it with leather conditioner or, see, we're still getting it. So that means we got to keep going. Okay. We got to keep going till we get it all out or until you're satisfied with it. However, I will say you're going to want to make sure you get all of this out, right? So I know that the name part is good because it's not giving me any issues there. And all right, so this is what it looks like after we've used the tape. So let me show you the difference. Not cleaned up, cleaned up. Okay. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to move on my little trash over there. I have a piece of paper towel. I'm just going to spray it with, see, 99% aerospora alcohol. And then I'm going to treat it with some leather conditioner. Okay. Yep. So it did. Let's dry it off a little bit. I'm going to try one more time just to see. But that darkness, I'm pretty sure is just a shadow, right? It's just a shadow from what we had on the thing. But I just like to make sure, even if I clean it with alcohol. And see, even after I cleaned it with alcohol, I still got I still got charring off of there. So I'm just going to keep going. And there are probably, you know, other ways that you can do this. This is just the way that I know. I seem to like this way. So we're going to roll with it, right? We're going to roll with it. All right. So I'm going to call that good for me. That light made, there we go. So I'm going to call that good for me. Now, what we're going to do, this is definitely not the hat that is going on, but we're going to see what this looks like if we were to put that. Look at me. See what happens when your overhead camera not working? Okay, first of all, let's try and get it centered. Wrong way, T, wrong way. See what happens when you're working up. Okay, let me try this because your girl. All right, so if this were centered, okay, so of course, you know, you're going to want this about, let me see if I can just put a piece of tape on this because that's driving me crazy. I'm trying to show y'all. Now, of course, let me just see if I can just kind of roll this little piece up and just kind of stick it to the hat on the back of this adhesive. See if that'll help us with the concept of what I'm trying to show. So if this were our hat, right, and this were our placement, y'all, I think that would look pretty daggone good. Let's see. I don't want it to come off. Oh, Lord, I can't even put a hat on straight, y'all. Nope. I ain't got my hat. Okay. There we go. Nope. There we go. Something like that. So, I think that would look pretty daggone good. So, what we're going to do, and I'm probably going to do this part off camera, just because I'm like literally out of space right here, but I will show you guys the finished result. So I'll be back. Okay, guys, I'm laughing. Not that it didn't turn out well, but listen, make sure you check the time and temperature on it. 350 is a great temperature, right? But you only need about 5 seconds because see how I pulled off the brown, but I left the brown down here. I mean, I still think that looked pretty good, but just don't leave it on too long. So let's see what our final product looks like. Y'all can't mind my locks because my locks is going to have this all lopsided. Y'all, it's even, I promise, because I checked it. So it's definitely even. My locks in my big head. So otherwise, I love that. It came out good. Until next time, peace, be blessed, stay crafty. Remember to check your time and temperature. I'm your girl T, and I'm out. One God, one love. Peace.